Interesting statements from Gervonta Davis. Before I get into it, let's hear what Gervonta Davis has to say about who he's going to fight in the next coming year and why is he retiring. I don't own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. This is Gervonta Davis on Fight Hub, answering questions.
2025, and you said the biggest fights out there could be again the rematch with Ryan and possibly with Devin Haney. Are those two fights you would like to pursue in 2025? I mean, honestly, I don't want to see you retire, and I don't think fans want to see you retire.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
Why do you think about retiring?
For what?
Okay.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you
The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga.
So you would
keep screaming this nigga name, he haven't done nothing.
You'd rather fight
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense.
First of all, I would like to say congratulations to Tank Davis on the birth of his son. Second, I noticed I didn't see no Calvin Ford. I didn't see no Leonard Ellerby. So definitely something's wrong going on with the PBC organization because everybody is usually at the Tank Davis press conference. Now, this video was made before the Thursday press conference. I guess they're supposed to be in Baltimore. Could this be the end of the PBC? Now, before I start, I'm not a Tank lover. I'm not a Tank hater. I always thought Gervonta Davis was an attraction. Sort of like a poor man's Jake Paul, but his fans want to compare him to boxers. They want to put him in a pound-for-pound list. Tank Davis is not that dude. Tank Davis has told us before, over and over again, he's not interested in fighting the top guys at 135. He said he's interested in getting his money and get out the sport. He doesn't even care about belts. And I like what Caps Full said on Coach Malachi's show. If you're not interested in the belts, just drop the belts and fight on your name alone. Another debate I hear is Shakur Stevenson, Doug Gervonta Davis. I don't believe that. I don't believe what Steven Espinoza says. It comes out of Tank Davis' mouth. Comes right out of his mouth. He says, I'm not interested in the Shakur Stevenson fight. What has he done? Which is a funny answer because what did Rolly Romero do to get a fight with you? What did Lamont Roach do to get a fight with you? And what did Pitbull Cruz do to get a fight with you? They deserve a fight and Shakur Stevenson doesn't? You're going to tell me Frank Martin deserves a shot over Shakur Stevenson. We have heard it from Tank. We have heard it from Calvin Ford and the team. And they have all said that is a bad style matchup for Gervonta Davis. Now let's get to the retirement part. Tank Davis says he's going to fight in 2025 and he's not going to fight anymore. He's going to retire, right? So the fights he's talking about is Ryan Garcia, maybe a Pitbull Cruz, a Devin Haney. I doubt he fights Devin Haney, and I doubt he retires. I think this is a guy throwing a tantrum because he's not as big as he thought he was. He's not getting the money that he thought he should get. He actually thought he was the face of boxing after the Ryan Garcia fight, which he got paid well in that fight. And he thought he was at Canelo's level. Now the Frank Martin fight didn't do well, and I don't expect Lamont Roach to do well either. He wants the PBC to pay him Ryan Garcia money when he's fighting Lamont Roach and Frank Martin. Teofimo Lopez retired. Devin Haney retired. Shakur Stevenson retired, and they all came back. Did you miss me? What is Gervonta Davis going to do when he retires? He's going to become an English teacher? Is he going to be a brain surgeon? Gervonta Davis can easily get the money he wants. Just have to go to Turkey. Turkey Al-Sheikh will give him that money. But the problem is him and his team do not want to be in 50-50 fights. And Turkey is going to put you in a 50-50 fight. And this is why Tank Davis says boxing is trash. Not to mention, he's the one that helped it be trash in America. Boxing is flourishing everywhere else. There's trash in America. So after 2025 is over, he fights a couple of tomato cans or prospects, and he says he's out the game, which I'm cool with. I'm cool with Gervonta Davis leaving. That way, us boxing fans to get back to real boxing, and he could do his Jake Paul stuff. And it's real funny he asked what Shakur has done. What have you done? It's been 10 years in the game, or 11 years in the game, and your best opponent is Jose Pedraza. And y'all wonder why I do not have this guy in the pound-for-pound list, on my pound-for-pound list. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Do Gervonta Davis retire and become an English teacher? Or do you think he's just throwing a tantrum? Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy, I'm gone.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.